Good afternoon, Rampage family. Welcome back to Game 2 of the weekend. Game 2 of the state playoffs, first round against Okanagan. Last night's game was a rough one. Rampage going down 6-0. Hopefully, I'll have a little more in the tank today. Be juiced up to put in the best game that they can today. So we shall see how this goes. Got 17 minutes up on the clock. Looks like out to start the game, period number 1, we've got Whittingham, Whitted, Wheeler, Drexel, Bisley, and I do believe that we're going to have Zach Stahl in net again today, based on what I'm seeing right now. It's going to be a tough game today, just like it was last night, just like it has been the previous times we've played against this team this season. They're fast, they pass well, and they also play dirty and get away with it. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, we're down a couple of strong players on our side, and it just is what it is. So right off the draw, Rampage win it. Whitted's going to turn fire it into the zone and give chase. Puck goes up the near side wall. Okanagan with it back behind their net. They're going to send it up and clear the zone with it. They wave off icing. Puck comes up to the corner. Gets deflected off a stick. Shot taken, Stahl with the save. Okanagan picks it up back behind their net. Feeds it across. Battle for the puck up on near side wall. It's going to go down into the corner. Comes up and out, up top. It's going to come down low. Wheeler gets a stick on it. Sends it up the wall. Battle for the puck up the wall. Whitted with the steal. He's going to clear the zone with it. Okanagan has it. They turn around. They're going to skate to the near side. Into the Rampage zone. Shot goes wide of the net. Comes up and out of the zone. Back to an Okanagan player. Cross ice to the near side. They're going to make a move, send it cross ice, and into the Rampage zone with it. Okanagan skates back up to the blue line, to the far side, send it up to the point, walk the blue line, shot taken, goes off a body, doesn't make it through. Roberts picks it up, sends it off a body and out to neutral ice. Okanagan picks it up in their own zone, cross ice, comes back to Merrill, turns it around. Foster flips it up in the air into the netting and out of play. So we get a stoppage at 15:33 left in period number 1. Face-off, I think, is going to come to the center dot. Might be just outside the Okanagan zone. Face-off at the center dot. Tied up on the draw. Okanagan's going to win that one. A little back and forth at neutral. Merrill turns, sends it in the zone. Roberts picks it up. Skates, takes a shot, deflects off a stick, ends up on the boards behind the Okanagan net. Puck comes around to the far side, right in front of the benches. Okanagan's going to skate it out of the zone through neutral. Sends it out to the far side. Centering pass, shot. Stahl gets a piece of it. It deflects up, goes into the corner. Puck tied up on the wall, comes up to the point and gets sent just wide of the net, ends up in the far side corner. Roberts sends it up the boards to the far side, looking for Rahojan. He tries to wrangle it in, gets pinned up on the boards. Okanagan centers the pass. It goes across to the near side boards. Puck tied up on the boards. Comes up to the point, but not out. Okanagan turns, fires a shot, goes wide of the net. Goes to the near side boards, another shot. Stahl gets a piece of that one. And Roberts with the puck is going to send it up and out into the Okanagan zone, and we get a whistle, and that'll be icing. Face-off will be back in the Rampage zone. 14:28 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got King, McManus, Wilton, Espirito, and Bender. Tied up on the draw. It's anybody's puck. Okanagan takes a shot off the side of the net and then tries to poke it in. Ends up on the near side. Wilton picks it up, and we have a penalty coming. Rampage had the puck. I don't know what the call is. Looks like it's going to be against Espirito. So 14-18 left in period number 1. Rampage are going to be on the penalty kill. Out on the ice to start the PK, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Bisley, and Wheeler. Okanagan wins the draw up to the point. Drop it to the far side wall, send it down low, back behind the net, and across to the near side. Centering pass, shot doesn't make it through. Goes to the outside wall, or the far side wall. Okanagan skates it down to the corner, they're going to send it up to the point. Skate the blue line, send it to the far side. Centering pass deflects off a stick, comes up and out of the zone. Okanagan wrangles it in their own zone. Drexel applying pressure on the forecheck. Okanagan drops it back into their own zone. Chips it. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Puck gets chipped up and now unable to clear it. Okanagan turns around with it. They're going to hold it on the near side wall, send it up to the point. Across to the far side. And back again. Shot taken, stall with the save. He's got it in his glove. He's going to hang on. So we'll get another face-off with 1:09 left on the penalty hill for the Rampage boys. We'll get some fresh PK skaters out on the ice. We've got Whittingham, Foster, Merrill, and Huff. Rampage win the draw. Merrill holds up in the corner. Sends it up the wall. Whittingham's got it on a stick. He makes a move. He clears the zone. Whittingham into the Okanagan zone with it. Skates to the outside. Puts the puck behind the Okanagan net. Okanagan has it. They're going to set up and regroup behind their net. And send it out to the far side. Cross ice pass into the Rampage zone on the near side. Up to the blue line and back again. And shot gets deflected and doesn't go. Okanagan reflex, shot goes up and over. It's going to end up on the far side wall. Foster gets a stick on it, clears the zone. Okanagan regroups in the neutral zone with it. Over on the near side now, back into the Rampage zone with it. Shot taken, stall with the save. Gets knocked down. Merrill's going to turn. He clears the zone with it. I believe that's going to be icing if it doesn't end up on net. And that is correct. So with 12 seconds left in the penalty kill, we get a whistle. Face-off will be back in the Rampage zone. 12:29 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got Wheeler, Bisley, Roberts, and Wilton. Take over the last 12 seconds of penalty kill time. Okanagan wins the draw up to the blue line. Shot taken, stall with a save. It's going to bounce out front and then deflects off a stick, comes up and out of the zone. 2 seconds left on the penalty kill. Okanagan has it back. They're coming through. Rampage just adding an extra player on. Back at full strength. Shot, stall with the save. And just like we saw last night, Okanagan has no problem taking a run at our goaltender in the net. 12-12 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, Rahosian, Wheeler, and Bisley. Puck tied up on the draw. Bisley picks it up out of the pile. He's going to skate to the near side. Bisley flips it up and out of the zone. Roberts collects, makes a move into the Okanagan zone with it. Rampage are offside on their way in. 12:01 left in period number 1. We're going to face off just outside the Okanagan zone. Okanagan wins the draw back into their own zone, sends it to the far side, chips it off the boards into the Rampage zone. Bisley with the takeaway, flips it up, and now they clear the zone with it. Comes back to an Okanagan player in their own zone. A little back and forth at neutral. Puck bouncing around. Okanagan sends it out, and now Foster with the takeaway. Tries to turn around the other way, has to come back for the puck, and then he's going to dump it into the Okanagan zone. Rahojian applying pressure on the forecheck. Into the corner on the far side. Comes up to the point, but not out, and now Okanagan's going to recollect. They skated out of the zone. Into the Rampage zone with it on the far side. Center pass across, shot taken. It's going to go to the far side boards. Okanagan shot from center, goes off of the body, doesn't make it through. It's going to come down low in the corner. Espirito picks it up down low, sends it across to the far side. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Okanagan recollects. They send it back into their own zone on the near side. Roberts applying pressure on the forecheck. Puck sent across to the far side now. Okanagan with it, skating it out of their zone. They're coming through neutral into the Rampage zone with it. Centering pass, puck bouncing around a little bit. It's going to come up. McManus gets it out of the zone, gets held up on his way, and we do have a penalty coming to Okanagan for interference is the call. 10:44 left in period number 1. Rampage are going to be on the power play for the first time in this game. Out on the ice to start the power play, we've got Whitted, Whittingham, Drexel, Wheeler, Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Sorry, Okanagan gets there. They're going to clear the zone, and I believe that's going to be icing. And we get a whistle. Face will be back in the Okanagan zone. 1:54 left on the power play. Same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw. Back to the point. Wheeler's got it. Wheeler over to Bisley. Bisley at the blue line. Drops it down to Whittingham. Whittingham to Drexel. Drexel drives it down low, back behind the net, drops it for Wheeler. Puck comes up, and Bisley takes a shot up top. Goaltender makes a save. Puck is loose. Another shot. I don't think that one made it through. Comes over to Wheeler at the blue line. Wheeler skates. He's going to drive it down low. Wheeler drives it back behind the net. Puck is behind the net, a little bit of back and forth. Tied up down low in the corner now. And Okanagan sends it over to the far side. And they're going to clear the zone with it. It's into the Rampage zone now. Okanagan gets there. And Bisley's going to pick it up, sends it up to Drexel. Picked up by Whitted, over to Whittingham, into the zone. Shot on goal. Goaltender makes a save. Okanagan has it back behind their own net. They skate to the far side. They're going to skate it up and out of the zone with it. Through neutral, into the Rampage zone. Quick move, shot taken, and that one's going to go in. So with 9:26 left in the first period, Okanagan gets on the board first with a shorthanded goal. 42 seconds left on the power play to the Rampage. Out on the ice, we've got Foster, Roberts, Merrill, Rahojian, and Espirito. Okanagan's going to win the draw, back into their own zone with it. They're going to send it the distance. Icing is waved off. Play will continue. Rahojian has it back behind his own net. Rahojian turns. He feeds it over to Roberts. Roberts is going to skate with it. Tries to feed it back again. Comes to Merrill on the far side. Merrill skates in. Shot taken. Goaltender with the save. He's going to hang on. So we get a stoppage. We'll have a face-off in the Okanagan zone. 21 seconds left on the power play. Same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw up to the point to Merrill. Merrill takes a shot up high. Goaltender makes a save. Looks like we got a loose puck bouncing around out front. Foster turns and fires. Puck ends up behind the Okanagan net. Okanagan with it. They send it up. through neutral, into the Rampage zone with it. Quick steal by Espirito, turns it around, sends it to Foster. Foster picks it up, he skates into the Okanagan zone, takes a poke check, and now he's going to dump it back behind the Okanagan net. Both teams back at full strength. Okanagan sends it up and out. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Merrill with the quick steal. It's going to end up down low, back behind the net. Battle for the puck down low. It's going to go to the far side corner. Up the far wall. Okanagan has it at the blue line. Shot taken, stall with the save. It's going to end up in the near side wall. Puck deflects through, ends up in the far side. King turns, fires off the glass and out of the zone. McManus giving chase into the Okanagan zone. Okanagan gets there first. Wilton turns, tries to fire, goes off the body and doesn't make it in. Okanagan coming back the other way into the Rampage zone with it off the far side wall. King's going to turn and send it up and out of the zone. We have a stoppage. I think it must have gone out of play. Maybe hit a player on the bench. 7:44 left in period number 1. Face off at the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Bender, and Espirito. Tied up on the draw. Whittingham gets a stick on it. It's still bouncing around. Whitted's going to pick it up. He skates it up and out of the zone. Whitted makes a move. He's into the Okanagan zone on the far side. Sends the puck towards the net. It's going to bounce to the near side. Espirito sends it back down low. Comes out front. Whittingham drops it for Whitted. Shot, and the goaltender makes the save. He's going to hang on. 7:23 left in period number 1. We'll get a face-off in the Okanagan zone. Same crew out as before. Puck down low in the corner. Drexel's going to send it up the wall. Bender pinches in at the point. Whittingham pulls it off the wall, leaves it for Whitted. Whitted takes a shot up high, goes off a body, ends up back behind the net. Puck bounces out front. Okanagan coming back the other way with speed. Into the Rampage zone. Shot taken. Stahl gets a piece of it. It ends up going wide. Okanagan has it at neutral ice. Drexel with the steal. He's into the zone. Shot taken. Goaltender makes a save. And he's going to hang on. So we'll get another face-off in the Okanagan zone. 6:56 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, Rahosian, Huff, and Merrill. Tied up on the draw, bouncing around out front. Looks like Okanagan's going to get it on the far side. They chip it up and out of the zone. Going to turn with it. Ends up down in the far corner. Tied up down low. Battle for the puck in the corner. Okanagan comes up with it. They're going to send it up to the point on the far side. Skate, shot from up high, goes high and wide, ends up on the near side boards. Centering pass attempt, it bounces out. Huff tries to feed it up, looking for Foster. Goes through his skates, comes out of the zone. Okanagan sends it back into their own zone, sends it to the far side wall, goes off his stick and into the Rampage zone. Merrill has to come get it on the near side. Sends it up and out, and Okanagan has to wait for everybody to tag up, and then they turn around back into the Rampage zone with it. Centering pass attempt, flex off his stick, ends up in the far wall. Down low in the corner, across to the near side point, shot taken, goes off a body and goes wide. Comes up to the point, to the blue line, and now near side wall up and out. Foster's got it at neutral ice. Skates into the Okanagan zone, takes the near side wall, and Okanagan turns it around down low in the corner, coming back the other way. Into the Rampage zone with it. They hold up at the point. Puck gets deflected up and out of the zone. Okanagan recollects in their own zone with it. They send it across to the far side. Pass attempt doesn't connect and goes the distance, so we get a whistle for icing. Face-off being the Okanagan zone. 5:30 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got Wheeler, Bisley, McManus, King, and Wilton. Okanagan wins the draw. They send it off the wall on the near side. A little back and forth, and then Bisley's going to dump it in. Okanagan has it behind their net. Up and out of the zone to neutral ice, into the Rampage zone with it on the near side. Puck down low into the corner. Tied up down low. It's going to chip up the boards. McManus picks it up in his own zone, feeds it across, and it's going to bounce back into the Okanagan zone. Turn around, coming back the other direction. Quick shot, stall with the save. Whittingham picks it up, feeds it up the boards. Okanagan sends it back into their own zone. They're going to turn with it. Back into neutral ice. Cross to the near side. Puck ends up down low in the corner. Gets sent across to the near side. Off a stick, up and still in the zone. Okanagan's going to dump it down low. Comes over to the near side of the boards. Whittingham picks it up. He's going to turn and skate with it. He's out of the zone. Through and into the Okanagan zone. Shot taken. Goaltender makes a save. He's going to hang on. 4:19 left in period number 1. We're going to face off in the Okanagan zone. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Bender, and Merrill.
Oh man, who's gonna eat those nerds out of there?
Puck ends up down low in the corner. Okanagan's going to turn it. They send it up the wall on the near side. Out to neutral ice, into the Rampage zone with it. Pass goes across into the near side corner. Drexel turns. He's going to flip it up in the air. I believe it hit the netting and out of play. 4:03 left in period number 1. We're going to face off in the Rampage zone. Looks like we've got Roberts, Rahosian, Foster, Huff, and Merrill on the ice. Tied up on the draw. Quick shot goes wide of the net, ends up on the far side boards. Rahosian picks it up. He's going to skate out of the zone with it. Into the Okanagan zone on the far side. Rahosian holds, shot taken. Goaltender makes a save and is going to hang on. 3:51 left in period number 1. We're going to face off in the Okanagan zone. Same crew out as before. Okanagan wins the draw back into the corner. Send it up on the near side, out to neutral. Wrangle it back in. Shot taken, goes off the body and wide of the net. Puck gets fed down low, back behind the net. Shot taken, stall with the save. Puck comes right up front. Shot taken, secondary, and bounces off the side of the net. So Stahl made a save, and then the second one went off the side of the net there. Puck comes up to the point, across to the far side point. Back again. Quick shot. Off the body, doesn't make it through. And now fed over towards Rahosian, who's going to poke it into the Okanagan zone. Give chase. Okanagan sends it over the near side. Looks like Bisley's got a problem with his skate blade. Okanagan takes a shot. Puck comes over the near side. Esperito's going to clear it out of the zone. And back into the zone. Okanagan's offside. 2:57 left in period number 1. We'll get a face-off outside the Rampage zone. Out on the ice. Yep, it looks like Bisley had a skate blade break in half is what it appears. He's going off the ice to hopefully get that fixed. Out on the ice, we've got Wilton, King, McManus, Wheeler, and Esperito. Tied up on the draw. Looks like Okanagan's going to chip it this way. Esperito turns it back the other direction. Okanagan with the steal, coming back into the Rampage zone with it. Quick poke check. Still in the zone. And now out to neutral ice. Okanagan sends it across to the far side. They're going to turn and dump it into the Rampage zone. Stahl holds it up, looking for Wheeler. Wheeler's going to chip it up the boards on the near side. Comes up to the point, but not out. Put down low into the corner with it. Okanagan picks it up in the corner. Feeds it down low. Centering pass. Shot goes up and over. Ends up at the near corner. The shot comes across, goes off of the stick. Stahl has lost his stick momentarily. Centering pass. And Rampage clear the zone. King's going to dump it. Wilton gives chase down low. McManus picks it up, centers the puck, and now Okanagan clears it. Bender turns with it over to Wheeler on the far side. He drops it back looking for Bender. Puck bouncing around. It's going to end up back in the Okanagan zone now. Down low, battle for the puck back behind the Okanagan net. Tied up down low. Okanagan sends the puck up, gets tied up on the boards on the near side. We've got another penalty coming to Okanagan. 1:29 left in period number 1. Rampage on the power play. Out to start the power play, we've got Whitted, Drexel, Whittingham, Espirito, and Wheeler. Rampage win the drop to Wheeler at the point. Feeds it across to Espirito. Espirito feeds it down the boards. Drexel gets there. He's going to skate it off the boards across ice to Wheeler. Wheeler gets pinched up on the wall, and the puck is tied up, and we have a stoppage for player's helmet came off. 1:44 left on the power play. Same crew out as before. I'm sorry, Bisley's back on the ice with a brand new set of metal. Tied up on the draw, goes down into the corner, sent over to the near side. Wooded turns it around. Drexel gets there, feeds it up to the point to Bisley. Bisley across to Wheeler, up to Bisley. Bisley over to Whittingham. Whittingham takes a shot, goes off a body wide of the net. Puck back behind the net, up to the near side. Bisley drives it down low into the corner. Feeds it over. Puck comes up and out, bouncing around. It looks like Okanagan's got a stick on it. They're going to send it up and out of the zone. Wheeler comes back for it in his own zone. Back behind his net. He's going to regroup and set up. Wheeler skates to the near side, sends a pass out to Foster. Foster's into the zone with speed. Puck down low into the corner. Tied up down low. Comes up to the point to Rahosian. Back to Whittingham. Puck goes across and ends up in the far corner. Whitted picks it up down low in the corner. And we get another whistle on a stoppage, but I'm not certain what that one was for. It looks like we... Face-off's coming out of the zone. Nobody's going to the box. I'm not sure what happened there. So out on the ice, we've got Rahosian, Roberts, Foster, Merrill, and Espirito. Face-off's just outside the Okanagan zone. 43 seconds left on the power play. Rampage win it. Merrill's going to drive it in. Quick poke check, and the puck's going to come out to neutral ice and back into the Rampage zone. Espirito has to hustle back for it. Puck down low into the corner. Rahosian sends it up the near side wall. Time expires on period number 1. So your score after 1 is 1-0 in favor of Okanagan on a shorthanded goal. When we come back after the ice cut, we'll have 32 seconds left of power play time for the Rampage boys. I'm going to try to go on mute if I'm standing in a place where I'm not sure if our cameraman can see me. my strong suit necessarily. All right, folks, welcome back. Period number 2 as we get ready to get started. Rampage have only 38 seconds left of power play time now because they let the clock run for 3 or 4 seconds after the period ended and didn't put back the time. But regardless, Rampage currently down 1-0 out on the ice to get started. On the little bit of power play that is left, we've got Whittingham, Drexel, Whitted, Bisley, and Wheeler. "17 minutes up on the clock." The ref is talking to the score person, and I do believe that we'll get going here shortly. Thought for a second maybe they were going to fix the time left on the power play, but they did not. Rampage win the draw. Wheeler's got it in his own zone. Over to Bisley. Bisley back to Wheeler. Wheeler back to Bisley. Comes up to Whittingham. He skates through. He's into the Okanagan zone. Whittingham drives it down low into the corner. Puck caught up down low. Drexel's going to pull it out of the pile. Sends it out front up to Bisley. Shot taken. Goes off a body. Doesn't make it through. Okanagan's going to clear the zone. It's into the Rampage zone, and we get a whistle for icing. Face-off be back in the Okanagan zone. 11 seconds left on the power play. You can't get me to stop talking. That's the problem.
Like Donkey from Shrek.
I know. That's the trick. 16:32 left in period number 2. Same crew out as before. Okanagan wins the draw. They send it around the boards to the far side, up to the point and out of the zone. Wheeler's going to turn and send it back in. Rampage are offside. We'll get a face-off just outside the Okanagan zone with 3 seconds left of power play time. 16:24 in the period. Sorry, it looks like they're going to take it to the center dot. Rampage win the draw back into their own zone. Wheeler's got it. Okanagan back at full strength. Up to Drexel. Drexel's into the zone with it. Centering pass attempt. Okanagan with the steal. Puck goes across to the near side. Turn cleared out of the zone. Deflects off a stick. It's into the Rampage zone now. Centering pass. Puck's going to bounce around. Drexel pulls it out of the pile. Turns it back around the other way. Over to Whitted. Whitted back to Drexel. Drexel takes a shot. Flex off a stick. Ends up in the far corner. We've got a penalty coming for another headshot. That's that kid's 3rd headshot in 2 games. Just so you know. Rampage going back on the power play. 15:57 left in period number 2. And just so everybody's clear, that is Luke Wilfley, number 90, who we've known for a few years now. Took his 3rd headshot in 2 games. Should be a 2-10, but I don't think it's going to be. Did they just give offsetting penalties?
Yeah, because he pushed him.
So Whittingham, who comes in and gives a gentle one-handed shove, apparently also gets a penalty? You got to be kidding. That was just awful. All right, face-off in the Okanagan zone, and we're going to stay 5-on-5 apparently. So out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, Rahosian, Espirito, and Merrill. They took the time off because it's offsetting.
I like Quincy's better.
That was the most pansy little penalty they called on Jack just now. Rampage win the draw. Back to Espirito. Shot taken. Goalie's got it in his glove. He's going to hang on. We get another face-off just like we had before. 15:53 left in period number 2. Looks like we got Huff coming out to join on the blue line. Okanagan wins the draw, sends it over to the far side. Chipped up and out into the Rampage zone. Puck goes down low in the corner. We're getting a tripping penalty. So Rampage will be on the penalty kill. Wow, they had that 2 minutes up really, really quick. Thank you, scorekeeper, for knowing that Rampage were going to get a penalty. 15:44 left in period number 2. Sorry, folks, I'm starting to get a little spicy. Out on the ice to take over on the penalty kill, we've got Foster, Drexel, Merrill, and I can't see our fourth player, Espirito, it looks like. Okanagan wins the draw up to the point. Pass to Flex and comes up and out of the zone all the way back into the Okanagan zone. Puck down low in the corner. Drexel gets there. Drexel picks it up. Quick move. Drexel gets tripped. No call on that one. Okanagan has it in their own zone. Feed it up to the near side wall. Drive it down low into the corner. Back up to the point. Across the blue line. Back down low on the far side. Cross to the near side. Puck down low. Shot gets deflected up and across, and I believe the net maybe came off. 1:24 left to penalty kill time. 15:07 in period number 2. Looks like we'll get some fresh penalty kill skaters out on the ice. We've got Rahosian, Roberts, Wheeler, and Bisley. Okanagan wins the draw to the blue line, sends it across to the near side. Shot taken. Stahl gets a piece of it, bounces, ends up back behind the Rampage net. Puck comes to the near far side, up the boards to the far side point. Fed back down the wall. Okanagan back up to the point. Cross to the near side boards. Shot taken goes up and over and out of play. So we get a stoppage. Face-off will be in the Rampage zone. 14:43 in the period. 1 minute exactly left on the penalty kill for the Rampage boys. And it looks like we got Bisley coming off. We got a couple fresh skaters coming on. We've got Whitted, Drexel, Espirito, and Wheeler out on the ice. Okanagan wins the draw up to the point. Feed it down the near side boards. Back up to the point again. Cross ice to the far side and low. Centering pass attempt. Drexel's got it on his stick. He turns. He's going to flip it up and out. Puck comes out to neutral ice. It's in the Okanagan zone. Okanagan has it. We send it up to the neutral zone. Comes back to Whitted. And puck gets sent in on net. Play will continue. Okanagan has it. They're going to send it up and out. They're in neutral ice into the Rampage zone now. Across to the far side. Up and out to the blue line. Cross ice to the near side boards. Okanagan feeds it down low. Near side boards up to the blue line. Shot taken goes off of a boot and ends up in the corner. Puck on the far side wall. Okanagan's going to drive it down in low. And now the puck gets cleared all the way the distance. We get a whistle for icing. We'll have a stoppage. Face-off will be back in the Rampage zone, and Rampage are back at full strength. Out on the ice, we've got Wilton, McManus, King, Huff, and Merrill. Okanagan wins the draw, gets tied up on the boards on the far side. Battle for the puck. It's going to end up down low. Merrill sends it over to the near side. Puck comes up the boards. Okanagan pulls it off, and now still a battle for the puck up on the boards. King gets it on the stick. He's going to clear the zone with it. Okanagan picks up a neutral ice, and then the puck gets deflected back into the Okanagan zone. Okanagan has to come down low for it behind their net. Quick poke check's going to keep it down low, and then the puck's still in the corner. The Okanagan zone. Okanagan sends it hard up the boards, goes off the ref skates, and just dies for a minute. Now Okanagan's going to clear the zone, back into the Rampage zone. Huff takes the puck away. He's going to drive it into the corner or the far wall. Puck comes across to the near side. Still in the Rampage zone. Okanagan sends it back behind the Rampage net. Tied up down low. Still in the Rampage zone for now. Puck gets chipped across to the near side corner. Centering pass. Shot taken. Stahl with the save. Puck bouncing around. It's going to end up back behind the Rampage net. Okanagan turns, fires, goes off the body. Secondary shot. Stahl gets a save. That one ends up in the near side corner. Okanagan recovers the puck. Sends it across. And now Merrill's got it. It's going to send it up and down. And we get a whistle. And we'll have a face-off go back into the Okanagan zone. Or I'm sorry, the Rampage zone. 12:14 left in period number 2. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, Bender, Rahosian, and I can't see that end of the ice very well. Puck ends up back behind the Rampage net. Tied up on the boards of the near side. Rahosian skates back the other way. He skates behind his net, sends it off the boards, up and unable to clear the zone. Puck in the far wall. Shot taken, Stahl with the save. And now puck gets tied up on the far wall. Roberts had it, I thought, for a second. Puck in the corner. Okanagan takes a quick shot. Stahl with the save. Shot. I think Stahl got a piece of it. It ends up on the near side wall. Rahosian turns, fires it up and out of the zone. Okanagan turns it back around again, cleared the zone, and dumps it into the Rampage zone. Bender has it behind his net, sends it off the glass, up and out of the zone. It's going to bounce towards Foster, bouncing on him, and now it gets pinned up on the near side boards. A little back and forth. Nobody quite has the puck yet. Battle for the puck. Looks like Okanagan's going to pull it out of the pile. They skate into the Rampage zone with it on the far side. Shot taken. Puck ends up the near side corner. Okanagan regains control. Shot taken. Stahl gets a piece. It goes up and over and ends up on the near side wall again. Okanagan holds it on the near side wall. They skate off the wall, out to center, up to the blue line. Shot taken. Rahosian does a great job getting his body in the way of that one. And now Roberts gets a stick on it. I'm sorry, that's Drexel gets a stick on it. He turns, skates, feeds it up, looking for Whitted. It bounces off a stick, and Whittingham's going to try to chase it down in the Okanagan zone. Feeds it back up, centering pass. Okanagan turns it around. Puck doesn't clear the zone. Whittingham tries to feed it down low. Puck bouncing around back behind the net. Comes over the near side corner. And we have a stoppage. It looks like the net came off. Sort of. Although I'm standing very close to it. And yeah, I guess it did come off. 10:13 left in period number 2. Face off in the Okanagan zone. Out on the ice, we've got Whitted, Whittingham, Drexel, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Bisley's going to drive it down the far wall. Centering pass attempt. It's going to end up back behind the net and in the near side corner. Bisley down for Whittingham. Whittingham making a move on the boards down to Whitted. Centering pass attempt. Bounces off a body. Bouncing around. Puck goes off the side of the net. And the goaltender covers it up just on the side of the net. That was one of the better opportunities I've seen us have in a little while. 9:56 left in period number 2. We'll get a quick change, some fresh skaters out on the ice. Looks like Drexel's going off for something, some kind of equipment issue is my guess. And on the ice we've got Rahosian, Roberts, Foster, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Bisley's going to feed it down the boards behind the net. Rims around to the near side. Okanagan clears it out to neutral ice. A little back and forth at neutral zone, and puck goes into the zone offside. 9:40 left in period number 2. Did he? So Rampage are going to go on the power play. It appears that we got a penalty for hooking called against Okanagan. Out on the ice to start the power play with 9:40 left in the second. We've got Espirito, Roberts, Foster, Merrill, and Rahojan. Rampage win the draw. Merrill takes a quick shot. Goaltender has a save. He's going to hang on. 1:56 left of power play time. Roberts to take the draw. Rampage win it up to the point, fed down the near side wall. Foster over to Rahojan. Shot from up high. It was just wide of the net, bouncing around up front. Okanagan turns, unable to clear, still bouncing around. Puck is loose. It was still loose. Got a whistle to protect the goaltender, because apparently we protect this team's goaltender, but not our own, according to the refs. 1:42 left of power play time, 9:22 in the period. Get a fresh power play unit out there. We've got Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Bisley, and Wheeler. Rampage win the draw. Down the near side wall, down to Drexel in the corner. He's got a man on. Gets bound up in the corner. Puck comes around to the near side, up to Wheeler. He chips it back down low. Whitted doing battle in the corner. Okanagan gets in there. Whittingham comes in to help out. Puck stuck down low. Whittingham pulls it off the wall. Okanagan's going to send it up and out to neutral ice. Wheeler comes back for it, picks it up. He's going to turn around, come back the other way. Wheeler skates in the neutral zone, sends it across looking for Whittingham. Whittingham into the zone with it. Puck gets bound, tied up on the wall. And battle for the puck. Drexel gets in there, sends it back to Whittingham. Whittingham with the shot, goes off the body, doesn't make it through. Wheeler just fins on the shot, and now Okanagan coming back the other way. And Okanagan's offsides into the zone, so yeah, it is off. 48 seconds left of power play time, 8:28 left in the period. And it helps if you pre-position the net off. That way you can make sure they wave off a goal if we get one later. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, Rahojan. Gosh, I'm not good at this from where I'm standing. Wilton, I think, and Merrill. I think that's who's out there. Puck sent into the Rampage zone. Okanagan with a quick move, shot, Stahl with the save. Puck comes back down. Merrill wrangles it in behind his net. He turns, sends it across, looking for Foster, goes through the stick, gets into the zone. Okanagan gets there, picks it up. They're going to skate to the far side. They turn with it up and out of the zone and across to the near side. They're going to chip it into the Rampage zone. Just 18 seconds left of power play time. Rahojan picks it up deep in his own zone, makes a move. He's going to skate up and out of the zone with it. Move to the near side. He's into the Okanagan zone, sends it up to the point. It comes up and out of the zone. Merrill has to rush back to pick it up. He's got it in his own zone, makes a move to the inside, and time expires on the power play. Okanagan are back at 5. Puck into the zone. Foster's got it. Pinned up in the boards, and now Okanagan picks it up down low in their own zone. Send it across to the near side and back again. Okanagan through neutral into the Rampage zone with it. They drive it down low, behind the net, to the near side, up to the blue line, back again, shot taken from up high. Stahl's got it in his glove. He's going to hang on. Looks like we'll get a couple of fresh skaters out on the ice. We've got Whitted, Whittingham, Drexel, Bender, and Espirito. All 5. Rampage win the draw back into the corner, but Okanagan's going to jump on it quick. Send it up the near side wall to the point. Back down the wall. Into the corner and gets flipped up the wall. Whittingham gets it, clears the zone with it. Up to neutral ice. Okanagan recollects. They send it over to the far side and back again. They're in the Rampage zone with it on the near side. Shot goes off a body and ends up in the corner. Okanagan feeds it right out front, ends up in the near side corner. Okanagan makes a move, sends it back to the near side wall, down low in the corner, up to the near side point, back down the near wall. Shot from up high, Stahl has it in his glove, he's going to hang on. 6:19 left in period number 2. We'll get a face-off at the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we'll get a full 5 change. So we've got Foster, Roberts, Rahosian, Wheeler, and Bisley. Puck ends up on the far side wall. Foster tries to send it up. He gets pinched. A couple of players is going to come up to Rahosian. He skates it out of the zone. Rahosian takes it to the far side. Puck down low in the corner. Okanagan's going to send it around to the near side wall. Up and out of the zone. Quick turnaround, and then Rampage chip it back in. They were all tagged up. Okanagan recollects in their own zone, sends it up to neutral ice. It doesn't get touched. Everybody thought it was icing because it was. Play continues. Puck in the Rampage zone. And the puck deflects up and out of play. It was the second time in 5 seconds that they should have blown the whistle and stopped the play. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Huff, and Merrill. Okanagan wins the draw. It's on the far side wall. Battle for the puck. Drexel sends it off the wall. Whittingham picks it up, feeds it up, looking for Whitted just outside the reach. Puck in the Okanagan zone. They're going to recollect in their own zone. Send it across to the far side, up and out of the zone. Huff with the quick poke check, and now coming back the other way. Whittingham into the zone with it, and shot on net. Goaltender makes a save. Okanagan picks it up back behind their net. They send it up and out. Huff gets a stick on it, breaks it up momentarily. Okanagan's going to pick it up. Center of the pass. They're going to drive it down low and in the near side corner. Feed it up to the near point, and the puck bounces and comes out of the zone. Across to the far side and back again. Okanagan drives in. Going to drive it down in the near side. Shot taken. Stahl gets a piece of it. Whittingham picks it up. He's going to turn skates with it, feeds it off the boards, up and out of the zone. Rampage are going for a change. We'll get a 4-man change. Huff staying on the ice to protect the stretch pass. Puck goes into the Rampage zone. Bounces around to the near side. Shot taken up high, and it goes across the far side wall. Shot comes out, bounces. Another shot. Stahl with a nice save on that one. Puck gets deflected, ends up on the near side wall. Comes up and out. Wilton's going to pick it up. He skates through. He's into the zone. Wilton takes a shot. Goaltender has it in his glove. He's going to hang on. 4:04 left in period number 2. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Rahosian, Foster, Bender, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw. Quick shot. Goalie gets a piece. Ends up back behind the Okanagan net. Chip to the near side boards. Held in the zone. Rahosian turns, goes off a stick, ends up in the near side corner. Okanagan feeds it over to the far side. They're going to turn and skate with it out of their zone. Into neutral ice. Across to the near side. They feed it down low. Over to the near side. Rahosian turns around. Sorry, puck gets stuck in the corner. Okanagan skates it out, sends it across. Puck ends up on the far wall. Up to the point, held in the zone. Okanagan turns, shot, shoots, stall with the save. .320 left in period number 2. We've got Whitted, Drexel, Whittingham, Bisley, and Wheeler on the ice. Tied up on the draw. It comes up to the blue line, held in. Okanagan's going to dump it in the near side corner. Tied up down low. Wheeler's in there. A couple Okanagan players. Whittingham's going to come in to help out. Puck skates up the near side wall. Up to the point, held in at the point. Blue line skated. Shot goes up and over. Far wall. Drexel's going to pick it up, feeds it over, and gets deflected back the other way. Wheeler has to come back into his own zone for it. He's going to skate behind his net. Okanagan with quick steal. Feeds it out to center. Pass goes wide of the net. Wheeler picks it up on the near side. Turns with it. Feeds it up the boards. Looking for Whitted. Goes just past him. And now Okanagan turns it back around the other way. A little back and forth at neutral ice. And now gets sent across to Whitted on the near side. He turns, feeds it up for Whittingham. Whittingham's into the zone. Going to chip it to the outside for Drexel. Drexel takes a shot, goes wide of the net, ends up in the near boards. Okanagan's going to clear the zone through neutral into the Rampage zone with it. Quick poke check by Ian King, and now Whittingham picks up the puck. He feeds it up and out to neutral. Okanagan dumps it back into the Rampage zone, and they're offside apparently. 2:03 left in period number 2. We're going to face off. Actually, should come to the Okanagan end of the neutral zone, but and it looks like that's where they're going to have it. On the ice, we've got Wilton, King, McManus, Merrill, and Huff. Puck into the Okanagan zone, sent across to the far side, back again. A little back and forth at neutral ice. Okanagan's going to turn and dump it into the Rampage zone. Merrill picks it up. He's got players on. Puck gets tied up in the corner down low. He turns and sends it to the far side wall. A little back and forth. The puck still down behind the Rampage net. In the corner. Picked up, and Merrill's going to send it up and through, and that's going to end up being icing. 1:29 left in period number 2. Face-off back in the Rampage zone. Looks like we've got Roberts, Rahosian, Foster, Bender, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw. They're going to turn and clear it and dump it, and that is going to be icing again. So we get another whistle of the face-off back in the Rampage zone. 1:24 in the period. Same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw into the corner. Comes around to the near side corner. Rahosian sends it up the boards. Okanagan pinching in, keeps it in the zone. Centering pass is going to go across to the far side. Puck down low. Espirito doing battle. Puck comes out front, and then Foster's going to turn and clear it. It's on net. Play will continue. Okanagan goaltender drops it for a defenseman. Okanagan turns around, skating back the other way. The near side into the Rampage zone. Shot goes up and over, ends up on the far wall. Shot from the point, body's in the way. Foster picks it up. He's going to skate it out of the zone. Foster through neutral. He's into the Okanagan zone on the far side. Comes through to the near side. Okanagan's going to turn and skate it out of the zone and neutral ice. Quick poke check by Whitted, and now Okanagan's going to send it over to the near side. Okanagan picks it up down low, and I think Stahl got a piece of that. It's coming back the other way. Whittingham carrying it through neutral. He's going to dump it into the Okanagan zone. Drexel applying pressure down low. Drexel gets a stick on it. He's got a man on it. Gets tied up. Comes up to the point, and then Wheeler's going to dump it. Puck back behind the Okanagan net. Gets sent up to the far side point. Comes up and out of his zone. And time expires on period number 2. So your score after 2 is 1-0 in favor of Okanagan. So a little bit tighter game today than we had yesterday, which is it's nice to see. The boys are doing a good job trying to get in front of shots and things like that. And we need to create a little more offensive opportunity, and that would help us out quite a bit. All right, folks, welcome back. Start of period number 3. Quick shot, and that one is going to go in. I started talking just at the wrong time. Quick and turning shot, and with 16:44 left in period number 3, Okanagan goes up 2-0. Out on the ice, we've got Foster, Merrill, Huff, Roberts, and Rahosian. Rampage win the draw. Huff's got it, sends it over to Merrill, who's going to chip it up. A little back and forth, a neutral zone. Puck goes in. Rampage are offside. 16:36 left in period number 3. Face-off will come outside the Okanagan zone. Puck into the Okanagan zone. Okanagan picks it up behind their own net. They send it up the far side wall. A little back and forth at neutral, and Okanagan's going to pick it up. Skated into the Rampage zone. Shot taken. Rahosian gets a body in the way of that one. Puck to the far side. Quick shot goes up and over and into the netting and out of play. So we get a stoppage. We'll have a face-off in the Rampage zone. 16:12 left in period number 3. Out on the ice, we've got Wilton, McManus, King, Bender, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw. They send it up to McManus on the near side. He's going to skate it out of the zone, off the boards, into the Okanagan zone. He's going to give chase. Okanagan picks it up behind the net, sends it to the far side boards, comes up and out. At neutral ice, Okanagan picks it up, skates it into the Rampage zone. They're back behind the net. Puck on the far wall, up to the far side point. Across to the near side, back to center. Quick poke check's going to send it out to the far side wall. Okanagan drives it back behind the Rampage net to the near side. They feed it up to the near side point. Cross ice to the far side point. A shot from up high, Stahl has it in his glove. He's going to hang on. 15:30 left in period number 3. Face off in the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we've got Wheeler, Bisley, Whittingham, Whitted, and Drexel. Rampage wins the draw back into the corner. Wheeler skates it to the far side, sends it over to Drexel. Drexel comes across looking for Whitted, bounces off the wall. He's going to chip it. Gets held up right at the blue line into the zone. And centering, and Carter Drexel with the shot. So with 15:15 left in the third, the Rampage score for the first time in 3 games against Okanagan. So that is a huge moral victory, and they cut the lead to 1. Carter Drexel. Drexy with hands so sexy. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whittingham, Whitted, Wheeler, and Bisley. Puck goes to the near side wall. Okanagan sends it back the other way. Up and through neutral, gets poked into the Rampage zone, down low into the corner. Whittingham picks it up down low, sends it to the near side wall. Drexel makes a quick move, feeds it across, goes off of his stick, and now Whitted's going to poke it into the zone and go for a change. Whittingham goes after it, back behind the net. Puck on the near side wall. Okanagan recollects. They're going to skate out of their zone with it. They drop it up to the blue line, and Rahosian with the steal, coming back the other way. He's coming through neutral zone into the Okanagan zone. Puck down low in the corner, and now Okanagan's going to send it up the near side. Puck comes up and out and into the Rampage zone. We've got a 1-on-0. Quick move, Stahl with a nice save. Saves the day on that one. Puck comes up to the blue line. Okanagan turns around. They're going to take a shot. Stahl with a save. Over to Foster. Foster turns with it. He skates out of the zone. Quick poke check, and Okanagan coming back the other direction. Down low into the corner. Puck back behind the Rampage net. Over to the near side boards. Okanagan with it on the near side. Shot from up high, goes wide of the net, goes to the far side boards, up to the point and out of the zone. Okanagan has to come back for it. King providing pressure in the forecheck. Okanagan turns with it. They're into the neutral zone. Coming back the other direction into the Rampage zone with it. Quick shot, Stahl has it in his glove, he's going to hang on. 13:34 left in period number 3, face off in the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we've got King, Wilton, McManus, Espirito, and Bender. Rampage have it. King skates it up and out of the zone. He's through neutral. He's going to dump it into the Okanagan zone. Puck back behind the net. King goes in after it. Puck comes out front. Nice attempt. Goes just wide of the net. Gets sent around to the far side. Bender has to recollect at neutral ice. Over to Espirito. Espirito up. Okanagan with a quick steal. They're going to send it back into their own zone and dump it into the Rampage zone now. Puck rims around to the near side, into the corner, to the wall, and McManus sends it into the zone. Puck down low back behind the Okanagan net. Puck up and out of the zone now. Bisley has to come back for it in his own zone. Up to Whitted, goes off of a stick. Okanagan with a steal, sends a shot wide of the net, comes up to the far side wall, and then Whittingham's going to turn and clear it. I think that's going to be icing. You get a whistle, face-off will be back in the Rampage zone. 12:35 left in period number 3. On the ice, Whittingham, Drexel, Whitted, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Whittingham's going to drop it back for Wheeler behind the net. Wheeler sends it up the near side. Puck bounces across. Whittingham tries to wrangle it in, and now Okanagan's going to turn and dump it into the zone. Wheeler picks it up. Up to Drexel. Goes off the boards. Whittingham's going to chip it the distance. I think that'll be icing again. We get a whistle. Face-off will be back at the Rampage zone. 12:15 left in period number 3. Same crew out as before. Tied up, and Drexel's going to poke it through back into the zone. They're letting play continue. I would have thought that was icing, but play's going to continue. Okanagan turns around with it. They're back into the Rampage zone. Puck goes down low into the corner. Okanagan sends it around to the near side. And Drexel's going to pick it up, sends it out to Whitted. Whitted's through neutral. He's into the Okanagan zone shot. Goalie gets a piece. It bounces up and over, ends up in the far corner. Puck coming back the other way. Okanagan sends it up and out. It bounces through, doesn't touch anybody, and we get an icing whistle. Face-off will be back in the Okanagan zone with 11:39 left in period number 3. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, Merrill, Huff, and Rahosian. Okanagan wins the draw into the corner. Okanagan picks it up on the near side. Through neutral into the Rampage zone with it. Shot, Stahl with the save. It's going to come to the near side. Roberts picks it up, skates behind his net, feeds it out front, looking for Foster. Foster angles it in. He turns with it into the Okanagan zone. Quick move, save made. Good opportunity there. 11:16 left in the period number 3. We're going to face off in the Okanagan zone. On the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Espirito, and Bender. Tied up on the draw. Rampage win it up to Espirito, back down to Drexel. Drexel's doing battle in the corner. Puck stays down low. Whittingham comes in to mix it up as well. Puck comes up to Drexel, back to Whittingham in the corner. Whittingham feeds it up to Espirito. Shot. Goaltender makes a save, bouncing around. Puck is out front and bounces back and comes to an Okanagan player. They're going to turn and skate out of the zone. They're into the Rampage zone with it on the near side. Shot gets deflected up and out of play. And right on top of the HVAC unit sitting behind me, if you guys heard that at home. Out on the ice, we've got Bisley, Wheeler, Foster, Rahosian, and Roberts. Tied up on the draw. Looks like Okanagan's going to come out of the pile with it. Send it up to the point. Shot taken. Stahl has it in his glove. He's going to hang on. Okanagan wins the draw. Sends it across to the far side on the blue line. A little poking back and forth, and it's going to end up on the far side wall. Battle for the puck, and Wheeler pulls it out of the pile. It's going to skate over to the far side, the near side. Bisley picks it up down low, feeds it up the wall. Puck bounces back. Okanagan takes a quick shot. Stahl makes a save. Foster sends it off the wall, comes up to the point. Okanagan turns with it. Shot. Stahl with the save. And that one pokes through. That one pokes through. The goal was good, and then the player lands on top of our goaltender. So with 10:05 left in the period, Okanagan goes up 3-1. I agree that the goal was good, but then the player ended up on top of our goaltender, which should have resulted in a penalty. Out on the ice, we've got King, Wilton, McManus, Merrill, and Huff. Rampage win the draw. They're going to dump it into the Okanagan zone. Okanagan picks it up on the near side and then chipped back down low behind the Okanagan net. Got a whistle for I don't know what. Maybe it hit a player on the bench. 9:43 left in period number 3. Face off. Out. Looks like it's going to go back into the Okanagan zone. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Huff, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw up to Merrill at the point. Merrill sends it in, goes off a body, bounces across. Okanagan has it in neutral ice. Quick move made into the zone. Puck ends up down low in the corner. And then the shot gets deflected up and in. Nope, not out of play. Way up in the air. Ends up falling back down. And a quick pass up front to center. And with 9:16 left in the game, Okanagan goes up 4-1. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, Rahosian, Espirito, and Bender. Rahosian sends it back to Bender. Bender feeds it up looking for Roberts. Roberts turns skates with it. He's through neutral. He's into the Okanagan zone. Centering pass attempt. Can't quite wrangle it in. Rahosian on a backhand shot goes behind the net. Ends up in the near side corner. Puck comes up and then a quick shot from the blue line. Body's in the way. Doesn't make it through. Okanagan sends the puck up and out. Bender turns it around. A little bouncing back and forth. Puck ends up in the Rampage zone. Bender turns, fires, clears the zone with it. Out on the ice, we've got King, Wilton, McManus, Wheeler, and Bisley. Puck comes up and out of the zone. Bisley has to come back for it in his own zone. He's got a player on. Gets hooked and taken down from behind. No call. Play continues because Okanagan can do whatever the hell they want to do. Bisley picks it up, feeds it up. Okanagan with the quick steal. Back down low into the corner. McManus is going to pick it up. He turns. He skates it out of the zone. He sends it in from the red line. Wilton goes down low looking for it. Gets pinched up against the boards. It looks like Okanagan's coming back the other way. Into the Rampage zone. They were offsides. Shot. And with 8:37 left in period number 3, Okanagan goes up 5-1. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Merrill, and Huff. Rampage win the draw. Merrill has to come back into his zone for it. Quick steal shot, Stall with the save. Turn, sent up. Apparently not out. It looked like it came out again to me. But what do I know? Whitted's going to turn fire, sends it to Whittingham, goes off a stick and out of the zone. Okanagan recollects back in their own zone with it. Puck comes up to neutral. And now into the Rampage zone with it. Whitted comes back for it in the corner, feeds it over to Whittingham on the far side. Whittingham turns, skates up the far wall, chips it up and out of the zone. Gets a stick on it. Puck bounces up in the air. And now Espirito's going to turn and skate it out to neutral. He takes the red line and chips it in. Whittingham goes after it, down low, back behind the net. Drexel doing battle down low in the corner. He picks it up. Drexel feeds it up to the point for Espirito. Espirito turns, blows a tire. Now the puck squeezes out. It's going to bounce across where Bender gets a stick on it, and Whittingham turns around. He's going to chip it into the Okanagan zone. Rampage getting a change. Okanagan goes back for it in their own zone. They turn around, coming back the other way. They're through neutral. Quick move into the Rampage zone. Shot goes off a body and wide. Puck comes down low. Bisley tying up down low. Roberts gets in there to help out. Puck in the far side corner. Okanagan pulls it out and then a poke check. Rahojan sends it across ice and out of the zone, and then Okanagan chips it back in offside. Face off should be on the far side of the neutral zone. 7:08 left in the game, but it's not going to be. It's going to be just right here outside the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we've got Rahojan, Roberts, Foster, Wheeler, and Bisley. Okanagan with it. They're going to skate through neutral. They're into the Rampage zone on the near side. Shot, Stall with the save. Puck goes to the far side, centered, bouncing around a little bit. Wheeler's going to get a stick on it, gets it out of the zone. Wheeler's going to skate through neutral. Rahojan picks it up in the neutral zone, turns with it, feeds it over to Merrill. Merrill turns, feeds it up, goes off of Wilton's stick and into the Okanagan zone. Wilton's going to give chase down low. Foster gets a stick on it, trying to drive it back the other way. Puck comes across to the near side, and Okanagan regroups in their own zone with it. Rahojan applying pressure on the forecheck. Rahojan takes the puck away. He's going to turn with it. Fed back into the Rampage zone. Huff has it down low. Sends it up off the boards. It goes through and out to neutral ice. Okanagan picks it up. Comes back. Huff's going to pick it up. Skates into the zone with it. He's going to dump it down low. Centering pass attempt. And the puck goes across the side. Okanagan's going to pick it up. They skate out of the zone. Down low. Big hit in the corner. Puck gets tied up. Okanagan's going to pick it up on the near side wall. And we've got a steal. McManus has it. We have a penalty coming to Rampage. So with 5:34 left in the game, Rampage are going to go on the penalty kill. Out on the ice to start the kill, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Bisley, and Bender. Okanagan wins the draw. They're up to the point. Fed back down the inside wall. Back behind the Rampage net. To the inside wall, up to the point. Cross to the far side. Back again to the blue line. Across the far side, shot taken, and that one's going to go in from the top of the circle. So on a power play goal of 5:13 left in the game, Okanagan goes up 6-1. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Back to Wheeler. Wheeler sends it up and out. Drexel had been pulled down. Okanagan skates to the near side. They're into the zone with it. Up to the point. Shot goes up and over and ends up on the far side boards. Big hit down in the corner. Okanagan's going to send it up the boards. Battle for the puck on the wall. Rampage have an absolutely bullshit call coming to them again. So 4:42 left in the game. Rampage are back on the penalty kill. Out on the ice to start the kill, we've got Huff, Whittingham, Foster, and Merrill. Oh, apparently it's a double minor according to the board. Absolutely fucking awful, ref. Thanks. Shot taken, stall with a save. So for the three-man attack, we've got Whittingham, Merrill, and Huff. And Okanagan has a full 5 plus 4 men in stripes. Shot taken, goes up and over, and the net comes off. So we get a stoppage, 4:19, 1:38 left on the penalty kill, the 5-on-3 penalty kill. Shot goes up and over. Huff picks it up down low. He's going to send it up the near side boards. Okanagan has it up at the point. Okanagan feeds it up top. Shot taken, stall with a save. It ends up in the far corner. Okanagan up to the point. Fed across. Shot and body in the way. Merrill gets a body in front of that one. Okanagan's going to pick it up. They skate it to the near side, down into the corner. Shot deflects up and over. And we got another penalty coming. So we got another penalty coming to the Rampage. Merrill's going to touch up. Another penalty coming. And for a complaint on that, he's going to get a 2 and 10 as well. So my vote is that we just walk off the ice and let this referee continue to go down on Okanagan, because that's what's going on right now. So you can't go any less than 3 people, but 3:22 left in the game, and we're just going to continue to be 5-on-3. We've got 41 seconds of 5-on-3 left. for the first set, and then at that point it will start with another set of 5-on-3. Out on the ice for the 3-man attack, we've got Wheeler, Drexel, and is it Esperito? Yeah, Wheeler, Drexel, and Esperito. Got the refs talking to the coach. I know what they have to say, what they could possibly have to say. Okanagan was already up. They didn't need to make a couple of absolutely ridiculous, terrible, awful calls right here at the end. Could have let the boys play the game out, but Okanagan wins the draw. They're up to the blue line. Send it over to the far side. Back again. Right up top. Shot goes just wide of the net. Okanagan's going to pick it up on the near side, feeds it up to the point. Across the near side, shot. Stahl knocks it down, ends up in the corner. Shot taken, ends up wide of the net, down low in the corner. Up to the point. Another quick shot. Stahl has it in his glove. Takes a shot at the goaltender after the puck stops. Nothing's going to come of that. 7 seconds left of the initial 5-on-3, which will be followed by another 5-on-3. Still Drexel, Wheeler, and Esperito out on the puck. Shot goes wide of the net, it's up on the inside wall. Fed down low in the corner. And Rampage, the initial 5-on-3 is over, but we'll stay 5-on-3 for, I don't know, probably the whole next season, the way this is going. Quick shot from the circle, that's going to go in, and on a 5-on-3 goal with 2:23 left in the game, Okanagan goes up 7-1. Maybe it was down to 5. No, we've got 2 minutes up on the board now for a penalty. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Foster, Rahosian, and Bender. Yeah, and there's nobody has any clue like how those penalties are supposed to run. They shouldn't have been called in the first place. I mean, just awful. Okay, so Rampage are back at 5 apparently, somehow. Into the zone. Roberts has it. He's going to skate behind his own net. Roberts feeds it up the far side wall. Rahosian turns. Okanagan with it in their own zone. They're going to send it over to the near side through neutral. They're going to dump it into the Rampage zone. Bender changes directions. Goes up the near side wall. Bisley feeds it out to Rahosian. Rahosian turns. He's going to skate it up and out to neutral. Quick turnaround back neutral zone. little back and forth. Ends up back in the Rampage zone on the near side. Merrill comes down low to get it. Makes a move on the inside wall. Feeds it up and out to neutral. Okanagan turns around with it. They're going to dump it into the Rampage zone. Puck back behind the net. Ends up on the far side wall. Bender's in there doing battle. Whitted's with him. Puck tied up down low in the corner. Roberts sends it up to Whitted. Whitted turns with it. Puck into the zone. We've got a hit and a penalty coming to Okanagan. .117 left in the period. Rampage are going to be on the power play. Out on the ice to start the power play, we've got Whittingham, Whitted, Drexel, Wheeler, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw up to Espirito at the point. Send across to Wheeler. Fans on the shot. Whitted's going to pick it up. Sends it back up to the point. Espirito dumps it down low. Puck back behind the net. Drexel tries to dig it out in the corner. Makes another move back towards the net. Tries to feed it out front. Puck comes up to the blue line. Wheeler sends it in up high. Goalie makes a save. Puck down low in the corner. Drexel's going to skate it to the near side corner. Puck gets tied up, comes up to Espirito at the point. He's going to send it in. Goalie makes a save, sends it to the far wall. Whittingham wrangles it in on the far point, sends it down low to Drexel. Drexel back to Whittingham. Shot. Goaltender makes a save, is going to hang on. 36 seconds left in the game, which will finish out on the Rampage power play. Same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw, up to Espirito at the point, back down to Whittingham. Whittingham down to Drexel in the corner. Up to Whittingham, up to Espirito, and quick steal, and now Okanagan coming back the other way, shorthanded. Okanagan in the zone, shot taken, Saul with the save. Espirito picks it up down low in his own zone. He feeds it to Drexel. Drexel wrangles it in back behind the net. Drexel's going to skate out of his own zone with it. Through neutral into the Okanagan zone down low. Centering pass goes off the side of the net. Puck to the far side wall, and we get time expires on the game. So your score after 3 is 7-1 in favor of Okanagan, and some terrible officiating. So thanks everybody. That concludes the Colorado season for our boys. They put in a good effort today. I encourage anybody who is in the state of Colorado to actually work their way onto the CAHA board so we can maybe fight back against some of the nonsense that's going on in the state right now. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.